G'day Minecrafters, and how you going? Steve-O here with another video, and today I wanted to give you an improved version of my elevator. I posted it recently as a, I don't know, 11 by 12 or something design, and this one here is 6 by 6. This is my new design, and I'm very happy with it. It doesn't just support symmetrical levels, you can change the level different distances. So like this is different to that, which is different to that, and so forth, and it works beautifully. Let me just show you the features. So we can basically call the elevator from wherever we are. So like if I'm here, I can press this button, the elevator will come to me. That was from some earlier testing, that's why there was water there. And the boat will come to me. I can get in the boat. This will send me right to the top. This will send me to the bottom, so I can go straight to the bottom by pressing that button. I can press that to go straight to the top. Basically the blue button will send you up from wherever you are, and the red one will send you down from wherever you are. So that's why there was a gap, for example, because of some things I was testing and playing around with. Now over on this side we have the up and down functions. This will send me down a level. Boom! This will send me back up, but it's too far up, so I'll go down another level just to show you that, because it's a long way up. So I don't want to be here forever showing you that. Go up another level, and many more things. Now I'm going to show you a basic model, but everything is based off of that basic model. So I'm going to show you how to make one level, and the rest of it will is basically that stacked on top of each other. So that is basically the same design stacked, and the same is true over here. Now if you want to extend the signal, there are ways to do it, like for example with this top section it's longer than 15 for the redstone signal, but you can do things like this. And I'll leave a download link. If you're going to make a larger system you can check that out, but I've laid here a spot to start building, and let's get into the tutorial. So the first thing we want to do is come to our 6x6 shape and start filling it in a little bit. We've got a 6 and then 2 in the middle there. We want to put our blue and red blocks in there early, just so we remember where they are, and so we've got them as a guide for later. We're gonna basically base everything off of blue and red and what they represent. So we've got blue on top and red below. Good thing we remember that. And so when we start putting in our dispensers, we know that blue comes first. The side will be glass and glass. And then we put our red dispenser down with glass next to it. Now on top of this blue one we want to place a solid block, and on top of the red one we want to place a solid block. Now this is only for the first dispenser of each type, and then the last one of the red type basically. After that we'll put glass or any non-solid block. You can use half slabs or stairs, upside down stairs, whatever. Anything that won't conduct power. So yeah, and I'm gonna quickly stack this up, put signs in the middle and stuff, and then I'll bring you right back. But yeah, that's pretty much the shape, and you'll see more of that in a moment. And we end up with something like this. So we've got a bit of a stair pattern going on. I took the liberty of placing the back wall as well. I figured you wouldn't mind too much. So we've got the stair pattern going back and forth with the dispensers, and they're ready to go. Now let's put in some redstone. So we put our button on there. The buttons will go on there and there respectively. Now in order to keep this one separate to that one, we place some redstone here, and we place some here as well. Put a repeater on there, some redstone here, and we build up a bit of a stair pattern. So here we want to put one there, one here. Just remember this one's powering that one and that one, so we don't need to do a half slab to that one. To there, along all these ones, and here to there. This is going obviously to the top of the block, whereas the other one's going to the bottom. Whoops. And we go all the way up. Now keep in mind how far up your redstone is, because you may need to boost it. My one up here has a booster, or a redstone repeater, which boosts the signal. If you're curious how that works for a larger system, you can. There's a download link and stuff. I'm not going to cover that in this tutorial, because I'm trying to keep this tutorial as short as possible. I've recorded this about 5 times so far, and each of them has gone over half an hour, so I'm trying to keep this as short as possible because there's so much explaining I could do, but I'm going to try not to do. Alright, so here we have a block here. This is where our red button's going to connect to. The same can be found here. So it's a repeat. This design is a repeat of the design that will sit on top of here each time. So we have a thing here. We can place another one here. So we place that like that. We're going to have to move those out a little bit, but that's fine. We've got heaps of room to play with. The area is 6 by 6, so you know we've got heaps of room. Well, that's certainly annoying. Fraps didn't like my recordings, so I had to quickly go back, deconstruct the entire system, and bring it back to a level similar to what we just had. So we were just at this point here where we just placed this. Now the redstone update will not like this. It will go here and it will feed from there to there. This will go down as well as to, so these from here up will all be triggered. So we don't want that. So what we do is we place a solid block here, and that obviously looks like it's not going to help much, but we can always go out to the side here, which is a beautiful thing about redstone. So we want to put a solid block here. I need to fill up my inventory again with things because I don't have all the things. Place all the things, and solid block there. The solid blocks are so that we can power those dispensers when we bring the redstone signal up. So there we've just avoided here, and this will extend without any issues. So this will still go to here. When it comes to here, it will go up, and so forth. Now the next thing we want to do is extend the signal up. So from here, we want to be able to activate all the ones above. So we go like this, all the way up. Let's quickly just do this. Put some redstone in there. And some of these. Beautiful. Now what I'll probably do at the end of this is get the design we have here and stack it, and then you'll get to see this as I guess a complete set, because this design that we've just created is tileable, or stackable I should say. Let's grab some of this. Why don't I just press I? I don't know. Press that. Not that we're really doing much up here, but for later when I extend it, it'll make it a little bit easier. So on this side, it's a little bit different. We want to get a sticky piston. We want to put it underneath this block here. So we put a sticky piston on there, and a block here with redstone on it. Sticky piston there. Once again, same thing. Now down here, it's going to be a little bit different. We want to put a solid block, then a half slab. And then we want to come up here, a solid block, then 2 half slabs. Put a repeater on the end of there. Not that this is going to matter because the signal is not going to go any lower than this, but if you were to go down, this is how you would do it. Put a repeater on there, some redstone on there. Now this will go down, it'll be able to go even lower. And the same is true up here. We do from the system up there, it's going to be like this here is this here. So we put a solid block there, half slab, everywhere but where I wanted it. Solid block there, and 2 half slabs. Repeater, some redstone, and that part's done. And the other side's done as well. Let's put one on here as well, because we don't have one for here yet. So we put a torch there, 2 half slabs, and that. So it's basically we're going to be repeating the same design all the way up. Now because I had to deconstruct the design, I've already got water in the dispensers, and I've already got a the water in there. So let's press this button. Something's wrong over there. Let's have a look. What have we not done? Oh, that's that could be why. Because the signal here isn't going up any higher. Let's bring this around here. So that should be okay after this. So we'll... No, we need that there. Don't necessarily need that there. So we can go like... We can even go out the side here. Probably shouldn't though. and that will be alright. So we got redstone here and there, and then on there, and on there. There we go. That'll work. So we've got on there, and we need to make it go up here as well. And there as well. So that'll power that. That'll power that. Okay, let's try that again. That's why you always troubleshoot. Beautiful. Got a little bit more of a delay here, but we've got that repeater there, so that's why that is. So let me stack this up, the same design, and maybe once or twice, just so we can get an idea of how easily they do fit in together. Now remember, of course, that things like this here and this are going to have to change depending on how high up you go, but it's only minor changes. Like you can see here, I haven't changed by much. There I've got torches, only because you can't extend pistons all the way down on the same redstone button signal. So that's just something to take into account. And yeah, so let me quickly stack this up a couple of times and then we'll move on and give it a test, and then that'll be it. I don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty awesome. For going that high, that's pretty compact as well. So let's see if this works first of all. It's probably the first thing we should do. It appears to work. Let's go to the very top, make sure it's all there actually. There's no gaps, none at all. Beautiful. Well, it shouldn't be, I mean we're stacking the same design on top of each other. And it works exactly the same way going down as well. That's awesome. Now let's place our boat. We need to place it on solid land for some reason, because there's not enough water there to place it in. So it makes us place it out here, which is stupid. Go away those blocks. If you come into the map, they may still be there. No, I'll probably clear them up before you get here. And there's our boat. Now we just need to face it into a direction. Come on, boat. Cooperate. There we go. And that's it. Now let's go up. Now it's going up. And we've created our elevator. It's up one level. Let's jump out. Let's go right to, I don't know. Here it comes. Now what's even cooler about this is if we press this and get in there, this will take us right back to where I just was. See? And if I press bottom again, it'll take me to the bottom. So even if it was part way up, so like, because it was up to here, and if I press this button, it'll deactivate that bottom section when it gets to the top there anyway. So there it is there. If I press the button, the bottom section there turns off, but the boat still rises because it has not had enough time to fall. So you can't lose it in that way, which is good. This means it's it's still useful even if you somehow miss your boat, or somehow it's on a different level or something, you can still access it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching guys. I hope you've been able to follow along the tutorial. Like I said, this map will be up for download, as I quite often seem to do these days. And I also made a slight modification here. I replaced, see we've got the piston here, I replaced this like this so that we can go down infinitely low using the exact same design. And I did that so that there would never be an issue with one-tick pulses or anything like that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching guys. I'm Steve-O and I'll catch you next time. See you later.
Got a little Swedish there.
Yeah.